सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्तदामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। अथ नवमोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमं प्रवक्ष्यामनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्षसे शुभात्। राजविद्या राजगुह्यं पवित्रमिदमुत्तमं प्रत्यक्षावगमं धर्म्यं सुसुखं कर्तुमव्ययम्। अश्रद्धदाना पुरुषाः धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप अप्राप्य मां निवर्तन्ते मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि। मया तदमिदं सर्वं जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि न चाहं तेष्वस्थितः। Secret number 1. Maya idam sarvam tada. Entire world is pervaded by me, says the Lord. Secret number 2 is that Matstani sarva bhutani. Everything is existing in me. The third secret is Nacha aham teshu avastitaha. I am not in them. This is a very interesting set of secrets Lord is revealing. First one, he said that by me alone everything is pervaded, just like you as an individual pervade the entire body. Correct or not? When I ask who are you, you will say me. When you may say, indicate with your hand here, me. No, I'm not talking about your heart. Me, not nose. Me, not head. Any part of the body you touch and say, it is you only. Aham. So our idea of me is this, which is known to everyone. Everyone sees this. I also identify with that very, very strongly. Whenever somebody says me, I refer to only my body. and others in this world also can see me only as this physical being. And that is the reason why we spend endless hours on that. Endless hours, hours together. Why? Because that is what the I identity. Bhagavan, when he opens up this topic, he says, Avyakta Murtina Maya, me in my unmanifest form. So when he says Avyakta Murtina, Vyakta means known, or manifest, expressed, seen, perceived. Perceived world, that's what we all see here. So when you say world, is it not true that whenever we say the word, you always say the world? You never come back to this. World. So the Lord says the world. World means what? Entire gamut of the entire creation of names and forms and varieties. In this variety, we don't see Bhagavan. Do you? If you see, you are Bhagavan. Bhakta is who, devotee is who could see the Lord in everything. But we as ordinary mortals, when we say the word, we do not see that the Lord is present in all. So therefore Krishna says, the world that you see, which is perceived reality to you, seen, in that I am avyakta. I am unmanifest. You cannot comprehend that with your senses. That is what is called unmanifest. Agochara vastu. Agochara, not perceivable. In that very word, which you see as this, idam, this verse is very potent. That's why I'm going a little slow. Don't think that Swamiji has not prepared for the next verse. I think he is stuck. So when you say idam means in Sanskrit this. So idam, this word, is what is perceived by us as perceived reality. In this world, I am unmanifest. Unmanifest, unseen, not there. Remember last week I have explained to you that clearly. Don't just nod. Do you know? And now they stopped. What is unmanifest? That which was not seen, that is not seen now, does not mean it is absent. Actually, you are unmanifest at home now. Is it not? Your second one who's not come to this hall is enjoying there. Mom and dad are not there. The teenager who did not finish his homework at home. No. Mom, I'm not coming to Balvia. I didn't finish my homework. Okay, stay. You come here. You are unmanifest there. You are manifest here. He is unmanifest here. He is at home, watching TV, playing video games. I'm just joking. So when you say unmanifest does not mean absence. Even absence, when you say, it is not non-existence. He is absent here, but not non-existent. So the Lord says, I am not non-existence. I am absent from your view. Avyakta Murtina Maya. The word Murti means form. Avyakta Murti means unmanifest form. But just to make sure that you understand that it is there but not visible. I'll come to this point a little later. Avyakta Murtina Maya idam sarvam jagat tadam. I pervade the entire universe in my unmanifest form, because what you perceive as the world, in that you will not see me. This is the first standpoint. This is a secret. Even though I don't see, it doesn't mean he is not there. Right? Second is, he says, since I am in the unmanifest form pervading the entire universe, the entire universe is actually staying in me only. Mat sthani sarva bhutani. All beings exist in me. Now, let me ask this question. You are all sitting comfortably or not? Yes? There is a law that is working in now. Law of gravity. Correct? Do you see it?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Is it there or not?
Yes.
Without that, where will you be? Floating there. So, the law of gravity says, everything stays in me. True. Without that, you would not be staying there. You would be just floating. Chairs and tables and the entire thing will be just... I don't see it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. I don't believe in the law of gravity. Jump from the 13th floor, you will realize. It is there. So there are many things that are there in this world which you don't see, but we take it for granted it is there. So Lord says, in my unmanifest form, I pervade the entire universe, and in me alone everything stays. Secret number 2 is, nothing stays outside me. This is not just a declaration or like a commandment. It is to be understood. भगवान कहाँ है? सब में है, सब उसमें है. He is unmanifest, and in him alone everything is. So this is clear. Now let us look at another dimension of this. In Vedanta, what we understand is the word is, when it is referred as idam. Sanskrit idam means this. Whenever you say this, there is a hidden statement you are making that you are aham. I. Isn't it? When you say, I am seeing this table, this is a table, with reference to what? With reference to what? I. When you say that is a door, again reference to that is what? Where you are. With respect to something far away, I say that. Because with reference to me, it is far away. When you say this, you are bringing it closer with reference to whom or what? Aham. Aham is understood. I is the primary thing. With reference to the aham, the I alone, really speaking, the world becomes idam. Otherwise, you say this person, When you say this, your reference to, a spatial reference to what? From where I am standing. When you say this day, that day, with reference to today, where I am. So, aham is taken for granted as me. With respect to aham only, the world is idam. Anything is idam. Anything other than me is this. So, with respect to this table, say this table, I am near this table. I am near this book. This is a book. This is a hand. Now, where are you referring? What is your reference point? This is what, hand or not? Yes? If this is this, we hope you are all following me. This is this, where is I? Yeah. What is I? What are you referring as I then? I. This is my eyes. This, then where is I? So when you just think about it, your I is not this. So where is the world? Anything you refer as this. That means this physical body is included as this. That is also world only. In this world also I am manifest form. In this world, which you call it as the world, body, in that also I am staying as the unmanifest presence. Only in that aham I am manifest. Manifest means I known. In everything is yet to be known. Don't say it is unknown, yet to be known. Because that which is unmanifest means potentially can manifest. That's why Prahalad was asked this question, where is your God Narayana? He said everywhere. It is there in this building, it is there in the wall, it is there in this pillar. It is there in you, it is there in me. Then he kicks that pillar to just prove the point. Bhagavan Narayana appears saying that, yes, my devotee statement is right. I am. So, idam, when you say, idam does not refers to only anything that is outside you. What is considered by you as this now, as this physical body, is also idam only, with reference to which aham is this, not this body. Then who am I then? This mind of mine, you know. Mind is also not. What is the difference between a businessman and a psychiatrist? A businessman minds his own business, or a psychiatrist minds his business. So mind is also idam only. This thought, this anger of mind, this jealousy of mind. Until you own it up, I am angry. When you say I am angry, you have forgotten who I am and you have identified with some idam, something that is not. So when I say I am angry, I am identified with the thought of anger. I am ugly or I am tall, I am short, when you say, you have forgotten the aham, who you are, and you have identified with some closest idam you have identified with. Isn't it? This house of mine. Immediately you say, this is my house. Your reference points are from aham, it has moved all the way to the house and you feel bad about how the house is. Or with the children. Stupid. You have identified yourself with that stupid one. So our identification keeps on changing constantly until we realize all this that I have referred as mine so far is not me. The aham is different. Even as of right now, this body of yours stays in you. Matstani sarvabhutani. Krishna's, if you consider this body as yours and because of you alone this body is, not the other way around. The Lord, Bhagavan says the entire world is his body. The whole creation is his body. Where is he then? Sustaining the entire, like you sustain this physical body by eating and giving food and other things, and you are maintaining this physical body as yours, Bhagavan is maintaining the entire creation as mine. Meaning, my entire body is nothing but the entire world. Now again, when you say that, when he says that, Nacha aham teshu, aham na teshu. Aham is not in this. Meaning, aham is different from this. Aham is the sustainer, supporter of this. Just like as I gave the example of a hose pipe, which is lying very innocently on the ground, when you happen to see it as a coiled snake, And when your intelligent wife showed that light, and you came to realize that it is only a hose pipe, that the snake that you saw has merged into that hose pipe, as though it didn't go anywhere else. You hose pipe you saw, and you saw snake going there. The hose pipe into that which the illusion of the snake merged, right? Then the wife looks at him very, very lovingly. Where did you see the snake, please? Don't talk about it, because you don't want to accept that. Where did you see the snake? Where is the snake right now? The snake had merged into the knowledge of the fact that it is a hose pipe. In the absence of the knowledge of that as a hose pipe, you happen to see the illusion of the snake. In the same way, in the absence of the knowledge of me as the self, the illusion of the physical reality of the body is perceived. No doubt, we operate with that, transact with that, live with that, eat with that, walk with that, everything else is fine. But on the realization of that, you know it is an external illusion of mind, which is used for all other purposes. But I should not forget who I am. So, aham nateshu, even though the world exists in me, I am not in the world. Meaning, the world that you see, I am not there. 3 secrets, therefore. I pervade this entire world that you happen to see in my unmanifest form, number 1. The entire entire world that you happen to see is sustained by me because they exist in me. But I am not in them. I am not in that. Let me put one more example. So when you started from your home, you had a thought of coming here. Huh? Even though that was a very unpleasant thought when you woke up. I have to go Sunday, I can't sleep further. Because you had yesterday, Saturday night fever. Late night party. So somehow you parted from that late night. Because you know that you have to get up early. When you woke up with that thought, that thought became manifest. It was an unmanifest condition. Previous night when you were going to sleep, your wife informed you, tomorrow you have to take the child to the Balvihar. I'm not coming. Why? Because we have decided every other week you go. Okay. So you also want some break. You woke up with that thought. Oh, yes, I have to go. So unmanifest it was until you slept. When you woke up, it became manifest. Where was the thought? In you. Are you the thought? Now? The thought has completed its job and went away. So thoughts are in me. I am not in any particular thought. Because which thought you are, that one which went away, that is yet to come, or that which is there right now. Every thought is just keep going and continuously moving away. So is this world, continuously changing. Sustaining power is the Lord, but not any particular object or a creation. Sustaining. Maya tadamidam sarvam jagadavyaktamurtina matstani sarva bhutani nachaham teshu avastitah. Now he puts one more point here, 4th secret. Then we'll come back to the first one again. We'll understand connection. Nachamassani bhutani pashyame yogamaishwaram bhuta brahna cha bhutasto Mamatma bhuta bhavanah Nacha matstani bhutani Pashya me yogamaishwaram Bhuta brahnacha bhutasto Mamatma bhuta bhavanah. Gita is nothing but an explanation of Mahavakyas. The great statements made in the Upanishads are 4 in number, as I have explained to you some time back. The 4 great statements are not long statements. The shortest sentence in English is what? I am. What is the longest sentence? I am married. Those who understand they can only laugh. Now, I don't know, some of them didn't get it yet. There are 4 Mahavakyas. Prajnanam Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma, Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi. These are the 4. The nature of Brahman is consciousness. Prajnanam Brahma. That means B is equal to C or C is equal to B. Consciousness is equal to Brahman. C is equal to B. Formula. Consciousness equal to Brahman. Alright. I am Atma Brahma. A is equal to B. Atman is equal to Brahman. Therefore what? ABC. This is called ABC of Vedanta. Atman Brahman is equal to consciousness. Atman and the Brahman. Atman equal to consciousness. Brahman is equal to consciousness. A plus A is equal to B is equal to C. That's what you are. So you are Atman, the consciousness which itself is Brahman. And when you realize that, Aham Brahmasmi. So A, B, C is equal to I. I is equal to B. That's finished. That's all it is. Hey Baba, itna the guy. How many things are written for this? Now therefore, here when Krishna says, by me in my unmanifest form, I have pervaded the entire creation. The whole creation rests in me. I am not in them. Meaning, the variety that you see is not me. If you see the unity in them, that is me. The variety is apparent. The variety is perceived. The variety is known through the senses. The senses are designed to see variety, is it not? With the eyes, I see various colors. Because eyes are meant to see various colors. With the eyes only I can see various forms and shapes. The eyes are designed to see the various forms and shapes and colors. Not the nose, not the ears, not the tongue, to see the forms. Similarly, the tongue, it tastes various different tastes. It is designed to do that only. In the same way, my individual personality, which consists of my mind, the eyes, ears, and etc., are meant to perceive only the variety. But that variety alone is reality, is wrong. Variety is perceived, but that doesn't mean variety is the only reality. Various forms of wooden pieces I see, but essential nature of wood is wood. Whether it's a table or a chair or a door or a desk. Though various functions are there for various shapes. The same idli dough can be made as dosha also. different form, but the source is one. If you put it in then and steam it, it is idli. Same thing, put a lot of ghee on it, dosa. Same thing. And make it as a small. No different. Because you have had a breakfast, I could say the example. Gold is the same, but the ornaments are many. The reality of the ornaments are only with reference to the eyes that are seeing, but the reality of the gold is not depending upon the forms. In the same way, the variety that you see as this world, idam, is not me. But if you happen to see the underlying single principle of substratum as one, that is me. When you thus see the single reality, the variety disappears. Therefore, Krishna says, the variety doesn't exist in me. Nachamastani bhutani. So, first statement is what? Or second statement is what? Mastani sarva bhutani. All beings reside in me, in second secret. What is the fourth statement? Nacha mastani bhutani. Hare bhai. You are contradicting yourself. I pervade the entire universe. Okay, understood. In me, the whole universe stays. Okay. I am not in them. They are not in me. What is the second statement? They are in me. What is the fourth statement? I am not. They are not in me. Krishna, did you had a good breakfast? Did you have a good breakfast? It seems like you are confused. I am not confused. I was thinking about it yesterday. See, the view of an atheist is the world is, God is not. Please pay attention. The world is, God is not. That is the standpoint of what we call charvakas in our tradition. It's called charvakas. Charvaka means sweet-tongued people. What they say will become so appealing, but actually it's not true. Charvaka. Sweet tongue. So what do they say? That from the standpoint of an atheist, the world is the reality. Idam is true. Aham doesn't exist. Can you believe that? Of course we have to. That is the standpoint of an atheist. Only the world exists. There is nothing called God or reality or consciousness. It doesn't exist. Why? Because I don't see it. That is their standpoint. What I see is what I believe. What I don't see, I don't believe it. Good. That's the standpoint of an atheist. For a person who goes to religion or a part of a religion, any religion, who goes to a temple and who do the worship and believes in God's existence, his statement is what? World is and God is different from this world. In the sense, He created this world. He is the Karta of the world. But He is not. He is a ये सब creation करके वो आराम से सो गया. मेरा job, it's over. Most religion believe in that. That the creation is done, God is indifferently staying somewhere else, watching it. This is a statement of a religious believer. The standpoint of a person who seeks to know the truth, a seeker, a sadhaka, what his standpoint is, the world is nothing but the Lord Himself. Bhagavan He hai ye jagat. As he made the statement in the first one also. By me alone the entire world is pervaded. That's a religious statement. For a person who is seeking to know God, not just to worship Him. All of us go to the temple and worship and come home and continue to do the same thing. Nothing changed. भगवान है ना, वो देखेगा. लेकिन your neighbor है, ये रहने दो. I don't care. He is doing his job, I am doing my job. Whenever I am in trouble, go and ask him, hey, क्या हो रहा है? In your creation, you are not doing much, I think. Take care of your people, like me. But a seeker is one who is seeking to know God. Who he is? Such a one only alone will start learning and scriptures and wanting to know about it, not just worshipping it. Just like when you fell in love with somebody, in the first stage, after that you want to marry that person. If you are not already married. Why are you laughing? So, I want to know, I'm not just worshipping the Lord, but I want to reach Him. For such a person, the entire creation is nothing but a vibrant presence of the Lord itself. Thereafter, such a person goes beyond the limits of religion. Such a person will serve the world with an understanding the world is nothing but Bhagavan in this form. Hey, ठीक है? Understood? What is the standpoint of a man of enlightenment? World है ही नहीं है, वो भगवान ही है. There is nothing but Bhagavan. The world is an appearance. Now, let me put it this way. This table, did you see? Are you seeing the world? This is world. This is the table, right? Yes or no? Yes. Who made this? Where is he? कहाँ है भाई? Where is that fellow who made this? Hey? Is he there somewhere? Part of this? This is the standpoint of an atheist. If I don't see him, he is not there. But the stupidest point is, how did it come into being then? You may not see the carpenter, does not mean it doesn't exist. You can understand this because in the Sanatana Dharma's view of creation is there are two things necessary for a creation. One is the material, another is the thinking. Without thinking, could he have made this? Or by itself the wood has become the table? The one who made it had two visions. One, how to make it. Second, why should you make it? Without that, you would not have made it. How to make it? Wood into a table. And why? Because table is meant for a purpose. So the efficient cause called thinking plus the material cause called the wood is found in everything around you. Chair, table, the building. Material cause is the wood and whatnot, and the various other things. But the one who thought about it, one who designed it, one who made it, is not part of this. It's not there anymore. That is the standpoint of religion. Saying that the world is created, the Lord is somewhere else. But then Vedanta says that the matter that which this world is created and the one who created cannot be two independent things. They have to be the same. Why? If you say the material cause for this world is independent of the efficient cause, who created the material? It was there. Who? How did it come? What is the origin of material, matter? What is the origin of the matter? Doesn't matter. Then don't argue. Come to the logic of how the matter was created. Therefore, it is to be logically concluded that the matter and the efficient cause must be one and the same, which means the matter, which is God, and the efficiency, which is Himself, where is it? Here. This is the standpoint of a seeker. The world and the God are together in this. The whole itself is God in this form. But the Mahatma or the enlightened one would say, this is nothing but wood. The wood, if you call it as a God itself in the material form, I am seeing the wood, but actually I am seeing God. The world is not a specific reality, because world is what I see, what is Bhagavan. So therefore, when he says Nachamastani Bhutani, the variety that you see is not there. I alone am. Therefore he says Pashya me. See that? See me. Pashya me. Yogam Ishwaram. This is my power. Ishwaram Yogam. Ishwarasya Yogam. The power of me is that when you see in this way, you see me. So the four standpoints are, the world is pervaded by me in my unmanifest form. They are in me. I am not in them. They are not in me. This is how you see it. Pashyame Yogameshwaram. Some commentator beautifully writes, in Sanskrit, the word Pashya comes from the root word Drish. Drish, Drishti, Darshanam. But peculiar thing is that Drish become Pashyate. And in the grammar, this Drish, how does it become Pashya, is a peculiar, usage. And he says, that is the Ishwara of the Lord. Drishti become Pashyati. Anyway, so in the creation is none other than me, Pashyame Yogam Ishwara. To clarify that, he says, Aham Bhuda Brut, Bhudam Bibarti. I am the supporter of this creation. I am the supporter of this Bhuda Brut. Brut means one who supports. That's why husband are called Bharta. In many languages, Bharta means not one who gives birth. Bharta means one who is supporter. बैंगन का भी भरता होता है. Which I don't like anyway, but बैंगन का भी भरता होता है. बूद का भी भरता होता है. उसको बूदभृत कहते हैं. Bhudabhrit. I am the supporter of this entire creation. Na bhutastha. I am not caught in the condition of a Buddha. I am not limited to the creation. I am not limited to the individuality. I am not limited to the body. Now let me give this example. Let us say a pot maker is making a pot out of mud. When does the pot get the space inside it? After making the pot, space come inside. Does it? But just invite the space. Is it not pot has a space inside? Yes. When did the space get inside that pot? Right? Buddhu? The pot is made in space. Pot resides in space. And when pot breaks, it breaks in space only. In the same way, we, the one who is a part of the creation as bodies, the sustaining principle is the one, we are in him. We are in that consciousness. And our mistaken feeling is what? Consciousness is in me. It's like the fish that is swimming across in the water. Can it say, water is in me? And you as an intelligent observer say, You are in water. Similarly, Mahatma would say, you are in consciousness, not the consciousness is sitting somewhere in you. Bhutavrit na bhutastha. I am the supporter of the entire universe. Not that I am caught inside this creation. Na bhutastha. In fact, he says, Mama Atma, my consciousness has become this universe. Sarva Bhutas. Mama Atma, Bhuta Bhavana. In the form of Bhutanam, Bhavayati iti Bhuta Bhavana. From me alone, the entire creation has expanded to be. Nachamastani bhutani pashyame yogamaishwaram bhutabhrit nacha bhutastaha mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. So these two statements, when it is understood, the secret is already there. Open. So five statements actually made. 5 secrets are made. Please remember, even when I wake you up in the middle of the night, you should be able to say that. The entire creation is pervaded by me in my unmanifest form. All this world is in me. I am not in them. They are not in me. See me, the entire creation. The whole thing is me. If you see me, you don't see anything else. This does not mean a Mahatma who has thus seen the Lord alone does not transact in the world. His transaction is totally different. His approach and the way he will handle is be totally different. Only when we closely come in contact with the Mahatma, we realize that what is the depth of that person's knowledge. You don't go to a Mahatma and ask this question. By the way, yes. Why are you not married? Mundane questions is what, because we are living in the mundane world. But he may very casually answer also. But he will only sympathize with us. Poor thing. You go to a person who is a millionaire, and I need a donation for my cause. How much do you need? $1, please. You go to a millionaire and don't ask for $1. Don't go to Bhagavan and ask for petty things. Give me moksha, give me that vision, give me that realization. I don't want you to give me this and that. That is waste. I know it doesn't stay long. That's why Bhagavan says, one who wants moksha and comes to me is a jnani. In fact, that's what I like. So here Bhagavan has made 5 statements, and then further concluding he says, Bhutavrit, I am the supporter of the so-called universe that you see. Na bhutastaha, I am not caught up in that limited creation. In fact, me myself is appearing as this whole world. If you see that. If you don't see it, you will see variety. If you don't see the unity, what you will see this variety? Name and form and color and caste and creed and race and religion and opinion and beliefs and then whatnot. All that variety that we see, because of which we constantly fight with each other and kill. Bhagavan says, what a creation I created. They don't understand. Samasteni. Even when they understand, they are not standing under. Standing under their knowledge is not, they only understand but not standing under. So, is it not that you always tell your son or daughter, how many times I told you? Still you don't understand. Bhagavan has the same frustration with us. How many times I have to tell you? Still you don't understand. Okay, you don't understand, right? Okay, let me give an example. Yatakashastito nityam Vayus sarvatra go mahan Tata sarvani bhutani Matstanityupadharaya Yatakashastito nityam Vayus sarvatra go mahan Tata sarvani bhutani Matstanityupadharaya. The Gita itself is its own commentary. A statement he makes and he himself explains this. In the statement he says, Matstani sarva bhutani. You know, the second statement he made, in me alone everything exists. What does it mean? How do I understand this? He says, Yata, just as, Mahan Vayuhu, the great wind, air, Mahan Vayuhu sarvatragaha, goes everywhere, but within the space only. Akashastitaha. Akashastitaha Mahan Vayuhu sarvatragaha. Just like in space alone, air can move. Clear? In the same way, Tata Sarvani Bhutani, all living beings stay in me. Matstani iti upadarya. Come to understand, upadarya, understand that the entire creation is staying in me, just like the air that moves everywhere stays within the space. That means wherever you go, you are within that consciousness only, within that Lord only. Don't say that Bhagavan hai temple mein, yahan nahi. Wherever you go, there definitely is, you are within the Lord's lap only. You are already in His presence. Is it not true that wherever you go, you say, I am? Aham is not somewhere else. I just left Aham there in my car. That is called Ahankar. I said, Aham, you cannot park Aham at all anywhere else. You have to carry it all the time. Wherever you go, there the Aham is already there. This Aham, the pure consciousness, is sarvatragaha, everywhere. That Aham, the pure consciousness, is everywhere, but the limited way I understand Aham is individuals. I am so and so when I say, and you say the same thing, you are not referring to this. Unfortunately, we are referring to this. Or this. Or this. You refer to either to the physical body that you are, I am, or you say this, I am the miserable one, the emotion, or I am the most smart fellow in this world. You are referring to any one of these. But real I is not owned by anybody. Cannot. Who owns the space? You may own your house space. As the teenagers, my room space. Outside their door, right? Better don't enter. My room. Even the father who actually pays the rent or who owns something cannot enter at your own risk. If anything falls on your head, I am not responsible for that. But anything missing, you are responsible. So Bhagavan says, I own the whole thing, I am the whole thing. And you say that you are the owner. Sarvatra gaha vayuhu mahan Akashastaha yatha tata matsthani sarvabhutani. In me alone everything exists. Iti upadarya, come to understand this. So, the vision of Vedanta is to realize God not as an external reality, but one who is a sustaining presence all the time in me as aham. And that is same in all. Whether one expresses it or not, whether one knows it or not, when one realizes it or not, it is already there. It is not that something new that you will come to realize. You come to know what you have forgotten. Just like a person who is in the deep sleep, when he wakes up, he renounces his dreamership, and comes to become a waker, only to realize that as a waking individual, I am not a suffering dreamer. Right? In the same way, when one wakes up to the reality aham, he realizes also that the one who was suffering out of his own utter ignorance of forgetfulness, which he was suffering before, he was not. He was not even at that time. Not only now. Then only laughs. What a stupidity it was. Let me give you another example. Today morning I was thinking. You're watching a movie of a particular hero whom you like, maybe. And that person who acted in that movie is also sitting next to you. Is that you? Yes, but I'm not. He makes a statement right only. That is me, but not me. True or not? How do you say? In that movie you may see it. In that movie I have acted. In that movie it is me. But that is not me. This is me. Even though you are seeing that. Similarly, your mind gives a beautiful picture of all that is going on. The movie, let us say, is going on in your head. You are a constant witness, knowing well that I am, even though it's in the dream also, when you see yourself as many things, doing so many things, right? And finally your tiger is started chasing you, and you are running, sweating, and you woke up. Who was chased by the tiger? Who was chased by the tiger? Tell me. Who was chased by the tiger? Me. Who was watching it? Are you the one who was being chased, or are you the one who was watching? Tell me that now. You saw yourself being chased by a tiger or not? Who was watching? How is that? When you woke up, who was watching? Me. Who was being chased? Me. How did I watch? Actually, who is the tiger? That is also me. That's the problem. May who? So when a person wakes up to this higher reality, the whole thing is a joke. Anyway. So the one is called the Sarvatragaha, huge air that moves around, is within the space. In the same way, the entire creation is within me. Matstani sarvabhutani. Pashyan. Mamatma sarva. So all these things he says, finally he says what? Iti avadharaya. Please understand this. This understanding should lead to worship, not the other way around. Because we worship, but we just never take any effort to understand. The priest also shows this, and then you put the flower on the floor. Okay, what? Kya hua? My job for the day is over. Weekly I visit Lord and say hi to him. Arey, baith ke socho. Think. Whom are you worshipping? Once you get the connection between you and the Lord, the joy is something different. Then thereafter, you may or may not worship, that is a different thing. But the joy of worship is exclusively yours. The world doesn't exist at that time. You and Him. So, therefore, Bhagavan says, please understand. Secret is secret if you don't understand it all. That's why he says, please understand what I am talking about. Iti avadaraya. Please understand this. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kasyid dukkhavat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om.